of a mare of a day. Anybody here tell me what happened? I'd say last week, but it was 2-3 weeks ago. Can anybody tell me why you're where we are currently and what's going on?
Well, I can't. This is the continuation of going down into the hole underneath the mill.
Indeed, yes. You are still in the caverns beneath the mill.
There were snakes. We had a long rest.
There were snakes, you had a long rest. There was also a T-Rex.
Oh,
There
we killed
was.
a T-Rex. Yeah, we
You
murdered it.
killed a T-Rex,
Stegosaurus.
and a Stegosaurus, and a snake.
No, a Triceratops.
Or was it Triceratops?
Oh, Triceratops, not a Stegosaurus.
What?
My bad.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the wrong token. Anyway, I wish there was a Stegosaurus. Yes, indeed. And after vanquishing them, you were able to successfully. Well, before vanquishing them,
Was it last session that he killed his friend?
no, that was session before
No,
that.
session
Jean
before.
instead convinced a druid to just simply leave.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then, after fighting the dinosaurs, took on the form of said druid and convinced some of the pupils to go and extinguish the torches that appeared to be powering the protective magic. Then Call was able to use Gruff, or Guff, which one is he? Gruff, the griffin, to go and check the barrier. And you can see the barrier was still up. You found this passageway that leads slightly deeper down. No, this one leads up, sorry. That leads up. And you found a camp and took a long rest. And if you'll recall as well, Jean was on watch last.
Yeah.
And Jean, the last second you thought you heard Elizabeth.
Oh.
And
Oh yes.
you heard a voice, which Sir Leopold is suitably shocked by and has exclaimed that that was Elizabeth's voice, or he thought he heard Elizabeth.
This
So-
will not have
Oh,
any
there we
impact on his
There we
descent
are.
into madness at all.
That is where we left off, with the party ready to advance further into the cavern, and Sir Leopold suitably shaken. Is there anything you want to do before moving further into the cavern? Now that you've taken a long rest, anything you guys want to get sorted before we move on, just to make sure we're all covered?
No, I think I'm all good.
Nope.
Mhm.
Oh, can
Hmm.
I quickly smeared some blood on my shopping list
Oh, yeah, you
sessions
did.
ago and haven't actually looked at it. What
No,
does
you
it say
did.
now?
You should have a look at it.
What does it say now that I look at it? Now that I remember.
Now that you remember it, it says gold.
Oh.
Blood equals gold.
I take I presume I have
Yeah.
at least one gold piece. I take one gold piece and like just rub it on it, or just fold it in it.
Okay, you pull a gold piece out and you kind of rub it. You feel like you've slightly smeared the notes in your handwriting because, it's eggs, milk, fish, blood, now gold. And as you kind of smear it, all of it fades away. And in your hands, the note now simply says, in no longer your handwriting, power. In somebody else's hand. This is not yours.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right, excellent. Anything else?
No.
Splendid. All right, then you guys will journey further into the cavern. Now, I believe I've sorted out everybody's token, but do shout if you can't see. And Sam, you have to do your griffin yourself, because when I try to import him, everything breaks. I don't know what you've done to the griffin, but at this point, I don't want to fuck with it.
It's because he's an SRD creature.
That is probably it, I'll be honest with you.
So,
So-
SRD, so that's probably one of them work.
That is probably why, yes. Okay, right. Is everybody's token there? I think so. If I've forgotten anybody, I'm very sorry.
Very sorry.
No, yep. That is everybody. Good. Excellent. Oh dear. All right then. As you journey further into the cavern, let me put on the spoopy music. Oh, hang on. Is that working? Yes, it is. As you journey further into the cavern, in front of you, you can see a number of skeletons, including one in front of you that appears to be for some kind of small dragon or some other kind of beast. The bones are picked completely clean. There is nothing really left of this creature.
I'm going to brew a tidy eater.
Actually, yeah, can you roll me a nature or perception check, please?
No, I can't.
Okay, these are bones. Somebody's hungry. Okay, caught with that roll. One thing you notice when looking at the bones, there are absolutely no bite marks, no chew marks, nothing at all. Whatever's happened to this creature, it has not been eaten.
Mm.
These are
Is,
just bones, as if something has died of old age and deteriorated down
So
here.
could have been poison as well.
Could have been poisoned.
So something it died of no like trauma.
You can't see anything that would indicate trauma. Some of these bones look old and cracked, but it doesn't look like they've shattered in kind of while the creature was alive.
I would like to pick up one of the bones and hit them against a rock.
Okay, certainly. You grab one of the wing bones from the dragon, and you hit it against a rock, and the rock cracks in half because this is dragon bone.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard shit. Yeah, the
bone
bone.
worth a lot of money.
It's worth some gold. You know that from previous experience. Like yeah, to the right blacksmith. Like
Has
and
anyone got a bag
definitely
of holding.
rich assholes love having dragon bone stuff.
Is there a whole skull?
There
I
is.
was
Yeah.
about to grab that.
Can I take that?
Well, both of you seem to want it, so you can tussle over it, or I'd.
Go on, cool.
All right, cool.
It won't fit your head.
Hmm?
It won't
I would
fit your
like to
head.
take
I
some
never
kind of,
said it was gonna fit my
I
head.
don't know, long
Yeah, but it'll fit
finger
mine.
or long wing bone.
Yeah, go on.
I'll take the
Never
skull.
mind.
Okay,
I'll
so
move on.
Cole, you can add a small dragon skull to your inventory, and Jean, you're after a wing bone or something.
Yeah, something that looks like long and thin. That looks like it make a pretty
You're after a
ball-out,
cane, aren't
like walking stick.
No, of course he's after a cane. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly wing bones that are kind of the right length. That you could certainly grab hold of them. So yeah, you can add a
Dragon wing bone.
yeah, dragon wing bone or something along those
Yeah.
lines. Yep. I'm gonna move.
I expected you to be making a pipe.
Only good time. I feel
all right.
the
Sorry, that
drippiest
statement would
choice
have
right now
more-
would be a
That
cane.
statement would have more impact.
Okay,
if it was a pipe
Court,
instead.
if you can stop there.
I was moving slowly so that you
Yeah,
could...
no, I did notice. I appreciated that. As you get to that point, you can start to hear some kind of muttering, and what you're pretty certain you hear is swearing coming from the chamber ahead. That's Tom restarting his router.
I'm going to nip downstairs and get a drink quick, Dom, but carry
Yeah,
on.
that's fine. What languages do you speak, Court?
I can speak Common and Draconic.
Okay, they appear to be speaking in some kind of language that you can't understand. Does anybody here speak like gutter speak or anything of those sorts? I'm trying to remember. What's the
Got to speak.
gutter speak? Goblin,
Oh,
rogues can't. Oh, actually,
speak
you
rogues
speak,
can't.
yeah, you speak
Or
thieves can't, don't you?
yeah.
Thieves can't.
Speak
So you
Celestial.
will get some of this.
Sorry, I forget that Thieves Cant's a language, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a language. It's also like code. It's been tapping your nose and stuff, isn't it? Oh, hello. What are you doing? Yeah, so you can hear in what from coming up the chamber. What you're pretty certain the bits that you can make out are mostly profanities, and somebody explaining that they're severely under-resourced. And there's somebody very animated ahead of
Does
you.
it sound like Crim? Not Crim.
Roll
No,
me a
recognize the
perception.
voice. Okay.
Okay. When Tom joins on Roll20, his name is so fucking long that it changes the layout of my
Yeah.
fucking Roll20. Oh wow, yeah. With that perception, you do indeed realise that what you can hear is a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Crim. It's not
Crim.
Crim
Yeah.
either.
Oh.
It's neither of them. But it is clearly a goblin
Okay.
having a very animated argument with themselves in kind of goblin lingo and slang.
Can I try and sneak up on him?
You can roll me a stealth check if you'd like to sneak up and approach. Okay, yeah, so feel free to move yourself up. If everybody else stays kind of behind this line, they're not going to impact upon your stealth. Okay, as you kind of round the corner, first thing you notice immediately is some more of these torches that you've seen.
Torches.
Torches, and further
Sure
down...
they're not spears.
No, they are definitely torches.
Okay.
They're actually pikes. No, and further down in the cavern, you can see a massive, completely out of place slab of rock with a number of runes carved into it, as well as a goblin lady who's scrabbling around picking things up out of boxes
Should I be able to see
in
this?
front of you. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Yeah. That's the massive, out of place slab of rock.
I am going to try and creep up to these torches and
Okay.
remove them.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me, I guess, sleight of hand, and let's roll some. Your fucking sleight of hand. Jesus
Jesus.
fucking Christ. That is obscene. Give me a second. I have to load up the necessary things. Splendid. There we go. Okay, excellent. So you are able to kind of sneakily start pulling these torches out. Now, are you looking to take all of them down?
Yes, if I can. I'm going to kind of work my way round this way round.
Okay. Yep. Certainly. So you're able to kind of sneakily work your way around, pulling them out of the ground, extinguishing them, working your way around until you reach the last one. When
Is it
something
this
pops
one or
into your
that
head
one?
right as you pull out the last one, whichever one you want to be the last one can be the
Okay,
last
back,
one.
back in this room, yeah.
Right as you go to pull out the last one, you remember, oh yeah, they made a noise when they all went off. And as you pull the last one out,
Okay.
a horrible screaming noise echoes out from where you've been stood. And the goblin in front of you suddenly turns around, obviously, massive loud noise. Absolutely no getting away from this. And she turns around and starts sprinting at you full pelt. Is there anything you want to do before she gets to you?
I would like to do the Fonz.
Okay.
and then just bolt backwards to the rest of the team.
Okay. All right then. As you start running further down to get back to the team, I'll say you're given your speed, you are a rogue. You're able to make it back to the team. As she comes sprinting down after you, shouting, "What do you think you're doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here! Come on, get us! Skip! Ah!" As she rounds the corner to try and shoo you off and comes face to face with the whole rest of the party and just kind of stops in her tracks and goes, "Oh, shit. Hi. Can you not do that?
Do what?
The fucking torches, you daft git.
What torches?
The
I
ones
don't
you
see no
just fucking
torches.
kicked out. What are you doing?
Well, what are you
That's
doing?
months of work. It's ridiculous."
What are you working on?
She kind of looks around between all of you, kind of looking slightly uncomfortable, and then just says, "Stuff?" And appears to be slowly trying to creep her way back the
Can I
tunnel.
tackle her to the ground?
Yeah, certainly. Make an athletics roll.
Athletics, he says.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh no.
You go to tackle her to the ground, and you just kind of step slightly to the side as you absolutely bash your head on a rock, and she continues shuffling her way backwards.
I shout freeze and cast command.
Okay, go for it. Yeah,
Right there, criminal scum.
stop right there, criminal scum.
That
What is the roll she has to make?
It's a wisdom.
It's a wisdom, isn't it?
Mhm. It is.
You were wisdom save.
Oh yeah,
DC 15.
perfect. Okay, so as you honestly, Gene should just be called Gene the Commander. He fucking
know,
loves
right?
this spell. Um,
Good spell.
she does kind of freeze mid-step and is now kind of awkwardly balancing, like barely actually keeping balance on one leg, kind of frozen in place as she looks at you, going, okay.
Well, grab her.
I'm gonna get back up and then
I will grab her.
and tie her up with hempen rope.
Okay.
Do you want any checks for grabbing her?
With her frozen like that, and with Cole helping you, you would have to just be colossally incompetent to fail. So can you roll me an athletics check, please? Just so I have it. Just on the off chance that you fuck this up. Okay, you're
I
fine.
mean, you only have 6 seconds, I guess.
Honestly, if you'd have got double that one, you'd have failed. Like you'd have tied up Cole or something. Like, oh fuck. So yeah, you're able to successfully tie her up. She's now kind of awkwardly tied up in front of you, and you can kind of see further in the cavern behind you. There's as mentioned, you can regale the rest of the party with what you've seen, and she's kind of sat there like, "What do you want? What do you want? Like, can you not kill me? That would be really, really great if you could not kill me, please."
That remains to be seen. I mean, what are you doing with that rock?
What do you mean, the runestone?
That's what you called it. Yeah, looks like a rock to me.
Are you telling me you've come all the way down into the cavern? You fought through, presumably, a significant number of my colleagues, and you don't even know what that is?
Well, we just know that it's something evil.
It's not evil.
You've been poisoning
could be
local
evil.
villages.
Yeah, it does do that, yeah. Yeah, that is
Evil.
kind of evil. Yeah. But I mean, come on. These local villages all left the Good League of Good. That makes them evil. That means poisoning them is good. Right?
Not necessarily.
Is it not? Oh, shit. I'm not good at this. Look,
You know.
alright, truth be told, I don't really get into all the philosophy of good versus evil or neutral versus everyone or any of that stuff. I'm here because they paid me, and clearly they do not advertise what we're doing here well enough, because that is a work of bloody genius.
Hmm.
You still don't know what it does, do you?
No, but I would like to rummage through her pockets to find the money that they paid her.
Okay, you can start to rummage through her pockets. Give me a... I mean, I guess it's an investigation roll, but you have got advantage because she is tied up. Let's see how that squares. Okay. Yeah, so you rummage around in her pockets. You're able to find several odd things. What appears to be an entire petrified kobold hand. Uncle? No, hang on. A couple of like small gems that kind of, as you hold them up and get a closer look, you realise that's just a piece of glass. And a bag containing 50 platinum pieces.
I will take those platinum pieces. What was the other thing? The hand, and what was the
A
thing?
couple of pieces of glass, basically, that
Glass.
look like gemstones, fake gemstones.
Fake gems.
Yeah. But as you kind of rummage around in her pockets, you hear, "Oh, come on, man! Oh."
This is going to be used to pay back the families of those that you poisoned. He lied.
The goblin looks thoroughly unhappy and says, "I'm just in it for the science.
What
I don't
science?
really care what happened to them." Alright, see, these druids come to me, yeah? They say they want to remake the world as it should be. I think, great, don't care. They tell me we'll pay you a lot of gold. I say we need to remake the world as it should have been. Right? I'm on board. That thing right there turns soul energy into living creatures, because I'm a genius. And because I found it. Good, innit?
How does that work?
Well, what you do is you kill people, and then you turn their souls into dinosaurs. Where the hell do you think those dinosaurs came from? Did you kill my dinosaurs? Please tell me you didn't kill my dinosaurs.
We turn them from living creatures into souls again. So really, we're just
Circle of life.
geniuses here.
Yeah, no, it gets less and less effective each time. Those are going to get smaller and smaller. That's shame. Worked
What's
hard
wrong with
on them.
being small?
Well, nothing.
It
And
better not
she
be.
kind of gives you a confused look as she is about the same height as you. Actually, how tall are you?
I am very short. I am 2'3".
Let's have a quick look. What's
You're
her height?
literally like the size of my shoe.
Okay, yeah, she is taller than you, but not by much. She's like 3'1". You know,
That's
like
fair.
she's not a very tall goblin, but that's still apparently giant to you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you are the size of a large shoe.
I'm,
Yeah, you
I mean,
literally come
yeah,
up to my knee.
Yeah.
I know. I'm very short.
Do you even come past like Cole's fucking hoof?
I don't know. But I was gonna say yeah. Like Cole doesn't wear. I suppose horseshoes maybe.
Cole is 6'8".
I imagine his horn is bigger than Court.
Well, Court's got a pretty big horn too, if you know what I'm saying.
Unless he's
mate,
literally just a penis with a body
Yeah.
attached. No.
Don't get into a dick measuring contest with people 3 times your size now. It's not a good recipe.
This isn't. You might have thought this was a tail, but
I'm pretty sure Cole's got bigger bollocks than you.
what? His bollocks are bigger than the whole of Court. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Court has a tent, but it's just a pair of Cool's old underwear. Anyway, moving on.
So you were trying to remake the world. How? Into what image?
Well, they wanted it all to be, you know, like it was. You know, dinosaurs and shit. I don't know. I was just paid to be here. I have no idea what's going on. Well, okay, I have every idea what's going on. I'm largely responsible for what's going on.
When you say they, who's they?
The Dreamer.
Who's the dreamer?
Why are you guys here? You have no idea what's going on. Okay. The Dreamer is so what do you guys know about dragons? As she looks intently at Court, and then suddenly at Cole noticing the dragon skull that you have presumably tied to a belt.
Yeah.
I would say I know a lot about dragons. Those fucking bastards are the reason why I'm so short. They just passed on their fucking stupid fucking powers. None of their goddamn height.
Okay, with that, she's going to stop looking at Court and look at the rest of you to see if any of you know anything about dragons.
I'm going to proceed to continue to mumble about how shit dragons are.
No. Where?
Cole looks largely confused.
Cole is aware of these big dragons.
Cole
Ragnir,
knows
He
he's
doesn't
killed
know
dragons.
what
All that is all.
Ragnir, you're pretty certain you killed some dragons earlier, one of those T-Rexes. No, that was a dragon. Yeah. Am I a dragon?
Big scaly thing?
Literally.
Scaly things. Yeah.
Literally my bio.
hmm Yeah.
That's all I know about dragons.
Well, the goblin kind of shuffles awkwardly and says, "Look, not every dragon breathes fire, right?
hmm
Some of them breathe like acid and like frost, and well, a lot of them breathe fire. I'll be honest with you, but some of them breathe like mind fire. You know, like some of them mess with your brain. And that's what the Dreamer is. It's a dragon that's dead, but not properly dead. You know."
Is this my dad? Because it's psychic. If it is a green dragon, like a
Mhm.
green emerald dragon, it could be.
It could be related to you in some way. Who knows?
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's kill it before we find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the goblin kind of says, "Look, so these druids, they decide that they're going to resurrect this dragon, and I'm supposed to do it with all this soul energy stuff, but I haven't really figured it out. I figured out how to make T-Rexes. I figured out how to make lots of creepy Gribblies. I haven't quite figured out how to awaken the Dreamer. I'm working on it though. They give me lots of souls,
Where did
and the
they
more
get
people
these
that die,
souls?
from other places and not killing people. Yeah. You guys with the good league of good or the evil league of evil? I gotta gauge this.
Well, I don't think that's relevant right now. I think you should just be open and honest.
That's gonna make this a lot harder.
I think lying either way is going to be bad. So
She kind of gives you a squint. Can you roll me deception, please, Cord?
yes, I can. I would like to add my soul boasted.
Okay, what dice level is that?
These days, I think it's a D8 still.
Can you roll that then?
Never
Hmm,
mind.
Good one.
Okay, she gives you a squint and kind of glances between all of you and goes, "Right, I gotcha." And she makes a gesture as if she's trying to tap her nose, but with her hands tied up, it just kind of looks like she just flops around a bit. And then kind of goes, "All right, well, look, truth be told, these druids had no idea what they were doing, okay? They needed soul energy to waken the dreamer, but they didn't really know how to get it. So, with this whole, like, let's return the caverns and the world to how it used to be, we kind of figured, hey, let's just, deal with the Scarlet Enclave at the same time. Problem solved. 2 birds, single stone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we figured we'd use their souls to revitalize the land for the, greater good and all that stuff. Yeah?
Hmm.
Greater good, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just here because I'm paid.
Well, I'm out of questions.
She desperately attempts to give you a winning smile.
Am I convinced by the winning smile?
It genuinely, as a goblin, is terrifying. Just looks like she's baring her teeth at you.
Wait, I've got a winning smile.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does
Mhm.
Nugget have teeth?
No.
Do frogs
I was
have
gonna
teeth?
say,
Yeah, I don't think they
Winning
do. Yeah.
smile.
Honestly, yeah, that's exactly the kind of smile I'm thinking of. Like, be one over. Please don't kill me.
Mr. Tweedy.
Now, would you be able to take us to this dreamer?
Well, I mean, not right now, as she kind of gestures to being tied up. I'd struggle right now.
Direct us.
Okay, have you guys seen the barrier?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on the other side of that. Easy peasy.
Ah.
Bish
How do we
bash.
break that barrier down?
She again turns and looks at you, and turns and looks back at the rest of you. The torches that you've been. Do you guys not? How are you alive?
How
We're
many
very,
more
very good at
torches
self-defending
circles?
ourselves.
We've taken a lot of these out. How many more are these?
Well, there's another one I got up there, but you got to be careful with that one because that's also stabilizing the runestone. There's a few more that you'll probably have already come through to get in here, I assume.
Mhm.
And I buried one at the very back of the pit of fangs.
The Pit of Fangs.
That's where we keep all the snakes.
Okay. And buried it.
We didn't bury it, so to speak. I just put it at the back of the pit, really. Yeah, because I don't like snakes.
Mm.
Quite a lot of snakes, I should be honest with you. It's
Why'd it
possibly
have to be
too many
snakes?
Don't ask me why. The druids wanted it, and apparently that's what this land used to have many thousands of years ago.
Well, if we destabilize the runestone.
I'd really prefer you didn't.
How
There's a
many
lot of
there?
work that's
One-
gone into the runestone, but it would probably fight back because it's a feisty bitch. You can feel free to move up the cavern, by the way, if you want to get a look at what you're dealing with. Just to, yeah.
Can I kick this torch over while I go?
I believe that's probably one of the ones that Dan has already dealt with, but you certainly can, yeah.
Can I kick this one over?
Sure, why not?
I'll take
Yep.
the goblin with us.
Okay, certainly, yeah. I'll
It's
keep
all
her
blurry
faithfully with you.
because we're high up.
Yeah,
Fancy.
it is, isn't it?
What happens if I put my character here?
Nugget falls to his fucking death.
Sweet.
You can if you want.
Oh, sweet.
I really want to jump to this.
Oh, I lost headset.
Use my stone
What's that?
cutting on the.
Why do you have 2 griffins, Sam? What have you done?
Sorry.
I'm killing one of them.
What happened
Ah!
with the destabilization of the runestone? I missed that.
Well, you haven't destabilized the runestone
Oh,
yet,
I-
but you were
This
told
time
that.
here, that'll do it.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
would
you've
happen if
been
we did it?
told
Oh, sorry.
the runestone would fight back because it's a fighty bitch.
Nice.
Ragnar, please make a history check related to the stonework, please and
I
thank
really
you.
wish it hadn't.
You have advantage.
Oh, and I give
Oh,
you insight with
shit.
that. Never mind.
That's fantastic. Ragnar, you somehow step up to the large runestone, place a hand upon it, and go, "Oh yeah, I know what this is. I've seen this before." You're not entirely certain how. Your memory, I presume, at this point is just a large string of events completely unconnected from each other.
It's just all tigers.
Your memory is entirely tigers and apparently this runestone. Um,
And mashed potato.
and mashed potato, yes. So this you recognise as part of a ancient construct that were these large black stone obelisks that were used in some kind of dark rituals to bind souls in place, and were part of an ancient ritual used essentially for immortality. For some kings who are long past, the rune stones were shattered fragments of these when the pillars were destroyed. They've become interspersed throughout the lands. They are highly valuable, but also highly dangerous, and cause lots and lots of issues wherever they end up because they have a variety of different dark powers tied to them. Very few people are able to control them, and they are seen in dwarven culture as kind of, this is the ultimate status symbol if you have one and you can control it. But more often than not, they're actually more destructive than they're worth. Somehow, Ragnar tells all of you that.
He would paraphrase it into big English magic rock.
That's the
Alright.
gist of it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I didn't expect a nat 20, I'll be honest with you. So you get
I mean,
way
on
more
it now,
knowledge.
I was like, oh, I have stone cutting. I can't remember what it does, so like, yeah, I'll take a punt. And then I was
It's
like,
double
oh,
your
it's intelligence.
proficiency, and I gave you advantage because I was like, yeah, what are the odds? So Yeah.
How heavy is this rock?
this rock is massive. It is clearly significantly embedded into the flooring here. This would take a whole crew of kobolds to get this out.
Or one call.
You think this might be a little bit beyond cool?
I mean, as far as I can tell, they're the same size.
First, we should push it off the cliff.
How fucked is your perspective?
He's 2 feet tall, man. It's pretty fucked.
Listen, the world is categorized into people that are around my height and big cunts.
Oh dear.
Or
Okay. Ed, can you jump down a channel, please?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Which one?
I'm going to Richard's Rendezvous.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
in the
want channel.
meantime, look at this disgusting food.
Oh
No.
good lord!
Oh my god, that is cursed.
Are they like bits of Frankfurter sausage or something?
Yeah, they've stuck spaghetti in them.
And then carved faces in them.
Yeah,
That's all kind of fucked up.
That's
it's
horrible.
it's ingenious though.
No, Tom, it's not. It's just
You
awful.
can't argue it's not ingenious.
It is ingenious. I
It's
agree.
horrendous.
It's original and ingenious, but it is awful.
I kind of want to do it now.
Sarah, fire up the oven.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be tragic if I was cooking them in the oven.
Fire up the hob then.
What would you rather eat? That Or that.
I'm going to say neither before this lands, but oh, that's tragic. It looks like a. It looks like a fucking. Fucking mandrake from Harry Potter.
I'm slightly disappointed that the giant carrot hasn't got a face in it.
Hmm.
That would polish it off.
Can't have everything.
The main thing I'm taking from that picture is it's not the only one.
Yeah. It's like an evil, depressing soup carrot factory.
Have you seen the new Jurassic Park?
No.
Oh,
That guy's put chips all over his fucking carpet.
no, it's his rug.
Okay, his rug.
It's so out of proportion.
It's still nowhere near as out of proportion as Dan said it to somebody.
That gingerbread man looks like 100% looks like a blobfish. This is a blobfish.
What the?
Yeah, Gene, this is what you
Oh my god!
people discussing.
That hot dog thing is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
Sorry, Spider-Man 3 Beast Edition. 145 pounds. It's down from 162.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, Gene, you're not holding anything anymore.
Okay.
And you're stood
Oh,
next
okay.
to the stone.
has he lost his paper? Like his list?
How pissed off would you be if you got that from eBay?
I would like to start pulling the torches out of this.
Okay. As you start pulling it out, the goblin starts thrashing rather erratically in a bond, saying, "No, no, 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 no! You're gonna kill us all, you daft idiot!"
I'm gonna walk over to her and just donk her on the head with one of the torches, not as an attack, but more like just a reprimand.
Okay. As you donk her on the head, and she continues thrashing, saying, "You idiot! You idiot! You idiot! You idiot! You idiot!"
I'm gonna all
She is.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
do
on,
all
sorry.
but the last one. And just leave the last one in place at the moment.
Okay, as you're attempting to do that, she is going to desperately attempt. She's next to Gruff the Griffin? Is Gruff kind of looking after her?
Yeah, he's a capable
Okay.
boy.
Can he roll me an athletics check? Ooh, that's a good roll.
He cannot. He can
Can he
roll a
not?
strength check.
Give me a strength check then, I guess. Yep. Okay. Gruff is kind of looking after her, kind of, with a claw next to her. She starts thrashing around in her bonds a lot. And Gruff goes to grab at her, but she's actually able to thrash just enough to get out of his grip. She's still bound up, but she starts rolling at a rapid pace towards the cliff.
Oh, I will go after her and try and catch her.
Stop right there,
Okay.
criminal scum.
So yeah, we'll give Gruff gets an attack of opportunity.
I'd really like to grapple her with that if possible.
Okay, that's a contested athletics. So if you go for that,
I thought I'd make an attack. I'm sorry.
I can't remember now. No, I think it's Well, the attack hits either way.
Right.
So now we do the athletics. Okay,
That's
all
what
right,
I
all right.
get.
Yeah, Gruff is able to grab her
He does have
and caught.
a considerable amount of mass on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was really surprised that she succeeded on the first one. To be honest with you, she is not good at this. So Gruff is able to grab her, and she continues thrashing, and she goes, "No, no, no! Let me kill myself! Let me kill myself! It'll be safer! It'll be safer!" It
No.
is desperately trying to move herself towards the cliff at this point.
I would like to re-tie her up.
Okay. Yep.
And can I knock her unconscious? Is that possible?
Yeah, with her bound up with the assistance of Gruff, you can knock her unconscious. We'll say. Let's ignore reality for a moment. D&D rules. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock her unconscious for the moment then.
Okay, that is all fine. She is now unconscious.
And then I'm gonna like put her on Griff's back.
Okay.
to
then,
Gruff's back.
To Gruff's back. Yep. Do you want to just tie her on, kind of thing, like
Yeah.
a sack of flour?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Which will only go badly if he dies and disappears.
Oh dear. Okay, there we go. She is now tied onto the back of Gruff the Griffin and is completely unconscious, and you're left with one torch ready to disturb.
Yeah. I go look to the group and be like, "We ready for this?"
Anybody? Anybody gonna stop him, or are we all good?
Yeah.
Just gonna move away from the big rock.
I'm pondering something.
Okay then.
Anybody need to cast any spells? I pull the last torch.
Okay, if
Shall I summon a demon?
if you can all roll me initiative.
Oops, I didn't click my character. Oh, no, I
Oh,
did.
no.
That's fine.
Now I gotta open all these fucking character sheets. I mean, this one character sheet. Give me a minute here. That's a Leopold.
This is the most prepared for combat we've ever been, where we knew it was coming.
Knew it was coming. That has not stopped you at all. She does not get a turn because she is unconscious. Is that everybody having rolled? As Nugget.
Oh.
Cool.
All right, for one.
Yeah, shit. What the hell? Okay then. So immediately upon you pulling the last torch out, that horrible scream echoes out.
Mm-hmm.
And as I fucking hell, sorry, hang on, I got too much. Okay. And immediately upon doing that, the land in the middle of the there we go. Land in the middle of the circle erupts up above you, and an earth elemental appears. So let's just add him onto the turn order. Oh man, he is
Love elementals.
You love elementals, don't you? Yay!
Mental.
Okay, and this is a public roll for everybody, by the way.
Public roll.
Ooh.
I'm just rolling something. Okay, cool. 6. Everybody remember 6. Jean, it is your turn. There is now an earth elemental towering over Court, although everything towers over Court, including pints. So, yeah.
Alrighty. I look over at the boy.
Yep.
I sort of feel. I mean, it worked well. It worked well already so far. So I'm gonna look at it and just shout, "You freeze as well!" and command him.
Okay. I have no idea whether or not that works. Let's try the wisdom roll.
I think.
What does it need to roll?
They need to be able to understand me. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's a point. Does it need to understand your language? If it doesn't understand your language, or if your command
Yeah.
isn't directly harmful to it, unfortunately, it does not understand Common.
Well,
Its only language is Terran.
okay. Well,
Terran.
I am then going to. I still can't use my form of dread. I'm going to run around this side of the stone to hide.
Yep. Okay. Excellent. Anything else for Jean?
Can I just use a free action
probably
to be like, wrong stone, Gene, wrong stone?
All right then. If that's all for Jean, it's Salem, Fluffy Muffet. It's Tom's turn. Salem, you have an Earth Elemental and a big rock. That has initiative for some reason. Wonder why. Anyway.
So it is a character.
It's a rock.
I kind of want to push it off the edge.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
a big
tell
rock.
you right now. This rock is essentially part of the Earth.
Okay,
You would need a digger to get this thing pushed off a cliff.
but
Yep.
my Eldritch Blast has no limit on size.
Okay, it does have a limit on DM says no, you can't just push around geography like that. Because think about the game-breaking potential of that, Tom. Well, I'd like to just Eldritch Blast this wall, please.
I'd just like to
Eldritch
Eldritch
Blast
Blast this
continent.
continent and cause an
Yeah,
earthquake.
exactly. I would like to power the boat by Eldritch Blasting it.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, well,
There's some
That-
consequences that I'm not prepared to deal
why
with.
not? So did Ed's command work?
It
No.
did not work. no.
Okay, I'm gonna stand over here then, and then I'm going to. Is this cliff? Can I push him off here?
There's a bit of a descent down there. Honestly, this is where there's more of a break, and this is a much bigger one.
Okay, I don't want to get too close to him
Why not?
Shame.
because. Okay, I'm gonna die here. This is where I'm gonna die. Everybody,
That's no closer to where you were.
this
You're
is
fine.
where I die.
Where are you? Oh, you're over there.
Okay, you're
Um,
right wedged in the corner. Yep.
That's it. Get in that corner.
I think we need to knock over these lit spears before more shit starts
They're all
coming
down.
out.
The torches are already extinguished.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
okay.
one
Yeah,
below.
that's what started this.
Mhm.
I've got a feeling I may push Court over the edge.
Mhm.
I was really hoping you wouldn't notice.
Sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I've got that feeling too. I think you're still gonna do it, aren't you?
I think I'm still gonna do it. It's cat brains, yo.
Yeah, there's something. There's a cliff. It's got to go off.
It's gotta go off.
All right, give me an Eldritch Blast then, please. I do like how you took this invocation of like, oh, it knocks people back 10 feet, and then suddenly that's just become, well, this is my whole character. Okay, so a 14 does hit. 27 does hit and does 14 points of damage. Sorry, so it now moves 10 feet away from you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what there, and then there. Yeah, I think that's right. Court, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please? To dodge out of the way. Okay. Unfortunately, as the earth elemental kind of smashes past you, it does impact you somewhat. If you can take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the earth elemental kind of smashes
Will
into
do.
you after being knocked back.
Does that help at all anyway?
When you are subject to make your dexterity saving throw, you take only half damage. Yeah. So you will take half damage on that, right? Yeah, because you
You
did
didn't
fail the
get to make-
fail the check.
Was it for half damage or was it?
That was why I
Yeah,
was
it
asking.
was. Yeah,
cool.
literally, yeah, it was. And he failed the check. So
That's
yeah.
fine.
So that's
So you-
7 points of bludgeoning
7.
damage. Yep.
Thanks. Cheers, pal.
Okay, Salem, would you like to? I'm assuming you're just gonna go again.
Yes. Actually, I might use feline agility so I can move further around
Okay.
here.
Sorry, I thought you were maneuvering to make sure it hit Court again.
Yeah.
Don't you get 2 beams as well at the moment?
He does. Yeah, this is his second beam.
And then our Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. So a 21, I believe that does hit. I'm pretty certain that does hit. Yes, that does hit. So that is 9 points of damage. Excellent. And that forces it, so it is kind of 5 and then 10. So it is now teetering on the edge. I'll say that because of the positioning and because Court's already made one saving throw, that he's in a position where he's not hit again the second time.
Thank you.
So the Earth Elemental hasn't quite fallen off, but it is now very precarious. Anything else for you, Salem?
Oh fuck! Do you know I've forgotten?
What's
I've forgotten to cast Hex.
Well, didn't you just use your feline agility? Isn't that also
Mm,
isn't that a bonus action?
No, I think that just happened.
I think
Is
that's
that just a free
happens.
fucking hell? All right, fine.
Yeah, but it only resets once you've like don't move. for
Oh
a
yeah,
time.
you have to like
Even
not
so.
move or something, isn't it? Yeah.
Could I
Mhm.
could I go back and cast Hex at the beginning of my turn so I can cause more damage?
You do always forget, so go on then. So
So I
yes,
get
hexed.
1d6.
Yeah. So it's 2d6 for both of your bolts, and what would you like to give it disadvantage on an ability check?
What's it gonna scramble? What sort of check is it gonna scramble for falling off the cliff?
Falling off the cliff would either be it'd probably be a strength check for it to grab hold of something, I guess. Maybe
Strength
a
then.
Yeah, probably strength. Okay, so you're going to make it weak to strength. Let me make a note on that. Oh, for God's sake, go away. I'll stop doing it. Sorry, bloody Excel formulas. Okay, that's perfect, and that is okay. Excellent. Another 11 damage. Perfect. Anything else for you?
That's it, I think.
Okay,
Thank
Gruff
you.
the Griffin. It is your turn. Sam?
Sorry, I was
Yep.
didn't
alright.
register. I think he's just gonna, whilst carrying the goblin,
Mhm.
just gonna have at the elemental over there.
Okay, go for it, please. Yeah.
One beak, one claws.
Okay, both of those do hit. So that is 5 and 10, 15 points of damage. Okay, Google, please stop registering everything I'm saying. Okay, thank you. No, fuck off. Okay. Okay, so that's 15 points of damage from Gruff. The Earth Elemental is looking quite rough, but it's still up and about. Anything else for Gruff?
I'm just wondering. I've got plenty of movement left, including flight.
Yeah.
Could he kind of just fly at the elemental's like face at like head height and then like land again?
Well, like lift off in the air, flap, and then land?
Kind of lift off, fly towards him.
I
With
feel like what you're
injury.
trying to do is make him step backwards and fall off, which I feel like that's got to be an attack. You can, Gruff can kind of fly around to be like kind of dazing him a bit or confusing him a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got 80 feet of flight. Can I just flap around his head and distract him?
Okay, Gruff can go for flapping around the Earth Elemental's face and confusing him. That's a bad roll. It's surprisingly effective. Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's all for him right now.
All right then, Nugget. Your turn. Big rock north of you, big rocky boy south of you.
Let's go north.
Okay.
Let's enter rage
Okay.
and let's do some cunt mauling.
Okay, so you're going to attack the rock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Give me some attacks.
Okay.
Okay, that does indeed hit. You bring about your maul and crash it in to the thing. So that's 14 points of damage, and then the second one does hit.
Would he have advantage because of Jean?
Oh yeah, shit, you would, yeah. And it's a rock. Like, I feel like I might just give you advantage as a flat line, to be
And you
completely
fight the
honest with
rock.
you.
Well,
It's
that's
a
a bold
rock.
I think
play.
I think there are certain rules about like attacking.
I know.
objects.
I know.
I'll
For
double check.
petrified enemies, you
Mm.
always get advantage,
Yeah, I'll double check. It's like
or it's
Well,
like
isn't
you
it-
always
will
crit
you
on
get
petrified
the
enemies.
siege
or
advantage as well?
ridiculous. Well, do you have a siege weapon?
No.
Not currently.
Well, yes, not currently, but I suppose. Okay, so that's an extra.
Do I get an extra one?
If you're in your frenzied rage,
When you use the attack? Yeah.
yeah, but you've used your bonus action to rage, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So next turn you'll be able to, but for this turn just 2. So anything else for Nugget?
No, nothing else for Nugget.
Nothing else for Nugget. Okay, Court.
Andy needs a wee, so Andy's gonna go for a wee.
Okay,
So,
Nugget's pissing on the stone, or Andy's pissing on the stone.
Court
Court,
is
you're
gonna attack.
Yep.
And I get
Okay.
the sneak attack because of Gruff.
Oh, yep. Okay, excellent. So that is 11 psychic and 12 sneak attack. Let me just check one thing really quickly. Okay, the Earth Elemental is still standing, is a generous term. It is perched right on the edge. But that does indeed hit. Anything else for Court?
The other blade, which I assume will miss.
It does indeed. You bring about for the second psychic blade, and unfortunately, it goes sailing off the cliff. Obviously, you snap your fingers and bring it back to your hand, but still.
Failure.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Okay then, Ragnir. It is your turn.
I would.
Big rock, big angry rock.
I would like to rage.
Okay. What the fuck is that?
Ignore that. I was trying to hit the macro for wild magic.
Wild magic, baby. Okay then. So.
Oh, force feels good for a rock.
Okay then. Yeah, is that included rolling you into Tiger? Because it didn't pop
Oh,
up with the thing.
I haven't flipped it.
Yeah, I was gonna say do that.
I am.
Okay, there we go. You are Tiger, and your claws have been infused with force energy. And the way we've said for this is you kind of swipe, and your claws kind of surge forward with magical energy, giving you 20-foot range. So you are now in angry tiger form with magical claws. What would you like to do?
Some great music, by the way.
I am going to run straight at the rock boy. I'm not trying to attack.
Okay.
I'm just trying to push.
Okay. So that would be a grapple check, which is a contested athletics, which you have advantage on because you are raging.
Ugh.
And unfortunately, the Earth Elemental,
Thank
does
God for
beat
the
you.
+8
advantage.
to athletics.
you have a +8 to athletics. Unfortunately, the Earth Elemental, like literally, I'll send a screenshot of this in Discord.
He rolled a 15, didn't he?
I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, dude. So unfortunately, yes, you attempt to grapple the Earth Elemental is unsuccessful. Grappling is considered one of your attacks, isn't it? Is that how that works? I can't remember. Or is it your
I
whole
think
action?
so, yeah.
Okay, so does that mean he can try again with his second attack,
I
or?
believe so. Like you
Yeah.
can do like a shove or a grapple.
Oh yeah, you can do like a
with
shove and
reroll
then an
or
attack,
five,
or an
yeah.
attack and then a shove. So you have still got another attack. You could try again for a shove.
That's
yeah, I
more
thought
like
that would
it.
be the case. Okay, let's see. Earthy boy. Oh my fucking god, I'm so sorry. Wait, you have advantage, don't you?
Mhm.
What happens if they're the same? Who wins?
It's meet or beat, so same means it hits.
Okay, alright, fair enough then. Because literally.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, meet or beat?
So if you're
Yeah.
oh,
Is
is this
it
for like
the-
a grapple kind of thing?
Yeah, this is
Contested
for.
roll,
don't know.
though.
Yeah.
Do they just roll again?
Let's have a
I
look.
think that might be the safest way to do it.
I'm just looking at it
Yeah.
now.
Because the Earth Elemental got 25 on the dot. I genuinely, I have no idea the rules here. Normally, I'd hand wave it, but I actually don't know how this works. Let me.
Player's Handbook, page 174. If the contest results in a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest. Thus, one contestant might win the contest by default.
So it remains the same, which is ungrappled.
Grappler lose the tie when making a new grapple, as before the contest the target isn't grappled, but wins the tie if they're already grappled, and the target is trying to escape.
I
So,
do
yes.
apologise, Richard, but unfortunately your second attempt
That's
to grapple the
unfortunate.
Earth Elemental is also unsuccessful. As he
It's
just
fine.
counters you at every move.
It just
Sorry,
fuels the
Richard.
rage.
Okay,
that'll
anything
be
else?
Ragnar's whole
for-
turn.
That'll be Ragnar's whole turn. Is running up and presumably like a cat, just yeah,
Hmm.
doing that thing where they scrape there. Okay, now if you'll remember earlier, I rolled a 6.
Yes.
Crazy that.
Oh,
So on the 6, the stone lets out a kind of a gonging noise. You just kind of hear echo throughout all of your brains, really, to be honest with you. And a tendril of blue magic surges out, and in front of you appears a large and spectral elephant.
Nice.
The elephant lets out a kind of confused cry,
Get 'em, boys.
and nothing more is going to happen. Its turn will actually take place on the turn of the rock. So now that's Ragnir's turn. Now it is turn for the Leopold, and he is going to run straight for the elephant, and he's going to give it a swing.
Yes.
Sorry,
It's no
murder
time
is
for
a
dancing.
beast.
Oh, hello. He's rolled very well there. Okay. So Leopold runs up with his very large hammer, swings at the elephant, and as he makes contact, the elephant immediately disintegrates into blue powder and immediately vanishes.
Oh wow.
That was easy. So Leopold is left standing there looking somewhat confused. He literally got a nat 20 there, so.
Nice.
Alright, now it is the Rocky Boy's turn. So the Rocky Boy is going to turn and desperately try and move himself off of the edge of this cliff. So he is going to make a gore attack at you, Ragnir.
Hi.
Does a 18 hit?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ, what are you?
Tiger.
Yeah.
Think so.
Okay. So right, yeah, he attempts to kind of push past you and get himself back on, but he completely misses you. You easily step out of the way, and he's going to come about with a foot stomp and does a 10 hit.
Well, it's weird because it doesn't.
Yeah. Does it not? It's
No,
crazy. I
no,
didn't
it's
see
weird.
that happening.
Wait,
Jesus,
the 18
these
didn't,
rolls,
but the 10 could have.
these rolls are such garbage. It makes
He rolls
sense.
well ahead of me, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, the Earth Elemental ends its turn having done nothing at all to improve its situation.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, indeed. So now on the turn of the large stone, the elephant having been defeated, it has no real obvious way to undertake an attack. But you see it kind of crackles with some energy. Can Jean and Nugget and Call all make me dexterity saving throws, please?
specialty.
That's a lie.
Oh my god.
Can I have my aura, please?
Oh yeah, sorry. I
Oh joy.
don't know why that keeps turning off. I've tried to attach it to the token, but it just doesn't like it.
Also, I like that in this combat that Call has been out initiatived by a literal.
By a rock.
The thing is, he consistently rolls in single figures, but he doesn't have a negative on initiative. He just
It just
badly.
rolls garbage. It's
Well, initiative is a dex, isn't it?
okay. Is
yeah,
Andy
but his
here?
dex modifier is 0, so
Andy is peeing, I presume. I'm going to roll an athletics check for him, or dexterity check, sorry, for him. Where is he? I have too many fucking character sheets open. How did he do? He got a 6.
gets-
Same as Gene.
They get some. They get.
Oh, danger sense, isn't it?
That's
Danger
the one.
sense, which is okay. So he has advantage. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So he got a 19, so he passes. Gene with a 6, you fail, and Call with an. Were you surprised that 6 is a fail?
No.
Okay. and Call with an 18, you pass. So, Call, you take 11 points of lightning damage. And unfortunately, Gene, you take 22 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Nugget also takes 11, so I will do that for him.
Nugget back.
Nugget is back. Take 11 points of lightning damage.
Oh, I'd rather not.
Well, I don't see how
Well,
that's relevant.
Half because of rage.
No, it's lightning damage.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. All right, that is the Rock's turn. Now it is Call next on the initiative. Sorry, I'm enjoying that a little too much.
Where did the lightning come from? Just for my.
From the Rock.
Oh.
What you missed was the Rock summoned a spectral ghostly elephant that Sir Leopold then promptly one-shot with a nat 20. And then when it came to the Rock's turn, it electrocuted the three of you.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
I've named it Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah. Dwayne the Rock.
Oh, God.
The penny dropped as you started to say it. I was like, I don't need Dan to explain, but it's too late now. The penny's dropped.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right, Sam. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do?
From that rock. Anybody else see that as an eye and that as a mouth?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that rock before.
No, you haven't.
I definitely feel like I have.
I know what you mean.
They haven't. It's original artwork. Do not steal.
My OC Rock Chan.
Sam?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just considering my options. I am
You can say
gonna
scheming. It's okay.
move over there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna Thunderous Smite this bitch.
Okay. All right. Then.
And then smash him.
What's the strength save for? I'll be pushed 10 feet away from you. I'll be honest with you, that's really not going to work.
No, I thought I figured thunder damage would be a good shout. As much
No,
as
that's fair enough. Okay, so a 15 with the Death Knell Halberd does hit, so that does 14 points of slashing damage and 3 points of lightning damage. Okay. All right then. Anything? You've got a second attack as well, I assume.
Yeah.
That's more like it. All right then. As you swing about again with the halberd, making sure to strike at exactly the same spot. It feels significantly more effective. Unfortunately, you rolled a 1 on the second dice, which is kind of garbage. But you know.
I am definitely divine smiting that.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's pump some numbers in. Let's see some extra dice.
A level 2.
Yep. So that is, and you roll all those damage die twice. So I guess do it again. Yeah. So that is an extra 11, and then 14 points of radiant damage. Very nice. Very nice.
25, 37.
37 points of damage. Excellent. So as you strike again at the exact same spot and kind of imbue, I suppose, your raw personality into it.
It's
And
my genuine belief that I am better than this fucking rock.
well, I mean, somebody has to think that, I suppose. As you, infuse that into the stone, you feel it kind of hits in and starts to crack. Bits of the black rock are breaking away. Anything else for you?
I think that's probably it. I've got nothing left in terms of bonus actions or anything. So.
Okay, splendid. Coming on to Jean's turn, but before we start, we do another. It's a 3. Keep in mind 3, folks.
Okay.
All right. Jean, your turn.
I
Yep.
am going to. I'm trying to.
I'm just gonna grab a drink. If I'm
Yeah.
not back before Gruff's turn, he will just attack the elemental and try and push him off a cliff.
Okay.
Got it.
I am gonna come around the rock a little bit more, so
Yep.
I'm really not able to see Leopold.
Okay.
And then I am going to take on my form of dread.
Okay. Finally. Yep. Okay. Sounds good.
And then for my action, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on
Okay.
the rock. I'll just like press both hands into it.
Yep.
Come on.
All right.
Eldritch
Go for it. Go for it.
necrotic energy into it.
What do you get from your? Is there anything I need to know about for your form of dread? You get some temporary hit points.
I get some temporary hit points, and also the Rock will have to make a Wisdom saving throw against being frightened.
Okay, let me just check one thing. Yeah, the Rock is not frightened.
Oh wait, sorry, I did.
Wait, that. Yep.
That should be upcast for an extra 2d10.
Okay.
1 sec. Let's do that.
All right, roll. Yeah, add that on. Roll it. However works.
So yeah.
Okay, so
20.
I mean, yeah, a 17 with it does indeed hit. So that is 27 points of necrotic damage. Excellent. Anything else for you?
Double checking that the form of dread.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah, it doesn't do anything else. Yeah. Okay, I'll roll.
Okay, perfect. You kind of place your hands and kind of pulse dark energy into the rock, and the part that you're holding kind of crumbles away in your hand, and you can start to see as more and more bits of the rock are starting to crumble. What's that extra D10? Is that more damage?
That's my temporary hit points.
Okay, splendid, excellent. All right, anything else for Gene?
No, that'll be it.
Okay, perfect.
I'm looking for-
Salem, Fluffy, Muffins, Sunday, Pickle, Fuzz, Aldrin, Binks, Cat, Stevens. You're up.
Nice. Can I shoot through these guys without?
Yeah,
Being
the
impeded.
Earth Elemental is big enough that you will be able to just hit it. Yep.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Of course he is. All right then.
Oh,
So you ready your cat eyes. You fix it directly upon the Earth Element. Oh, that's a fly! As your Eldritch Blast bursts off and incinerates a fly, a butterfly, something along those lines.
oh.
They've got a
And
second.
again. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You ready up a second blast, and just as you're about to fire off, you hang on. Oh, there's a butterfly. There it is again, and again incinerate the butterfly. Sorry, Tom. Those are just garbage rolls.
They are
Oh,
garbage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, the cat is just sat there casually incinerating butterflies. Yep.
I've got Maddening Hex.
What does that do? When you deal psychic damage to the cursed target and each creature of your choice. Oh, right, you deal psychic damage to the cursed target.
As
Okay.
much as my charisma modifier, which is 5.
Which is 5. Okay, so that's a pulse of 5 damage to the Earth Elemental, and anything you can see within 5 feet. Do you want to target anybody within 5 feet? Do you want to make some enemies here, Tom?
Is
Probably shouldn't have
that's
given
not
them
what's
the
his
option,
face,
should
is it?
Who?
No.
No?
I thought it might have been the
Leopold.
Leopold, yeah, but
No. No. Okay, alright, fair enough then. Now it is Gruff the Griffin. Is Sam here? Okay then. So I will take Gruff the Griffin's turn for him. Now he said he wants it to try and push him off, which is a contested athletics. Gruff the Griffin has gotten a 17. The Earth Elemental has gotten a 14. So Gruff is able to successfully push the Earth Elemental as he kind of grabs hold of it with his claws and flaps with his wings, and then gives it a good shove. The Earth Elemental stumbles backwards and runs out of flooring, and you watch as it tumbles onto the camp below and shatters as it hits the floor. So the Earth Elemental is out of the play. So that's all good. I will say, as the rest of his action, Gruff will move over here and preen himself.
Yes, he will.
Oh, there we go. Splendid. Excellent. All right then.
Counting time for success.
He did indeed succeed. He was able to successfully
MVP
push.
right there.
All right, Nugget, it is your turn. You are fighting a rock.
I'm
I
gonna
believe in you.
continue fighting the rock.
Attaboy. Okay, so cunt ready. Cunt. Your name isn't cunt. Nugget ready's cunt small. Sorry, because it's called cunt small. I was like, oh yeah, his character is called cunt. Sorry, Edgar.
No, I say you can't. Can be a cunt if you want.
Well, you know, it's an accurate name. Okay, then, as Nugget readies Cunt's Maul, or Cunt readies Nugget's Maul, and brings it about for a swing, he crashes it into the big rock a total of 3 times, dealing, let's see, we've got 12 points of bludgeoning damage, 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and then the sweet spot of 27 points of damage. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, now, while a lot less precise than Cole or Gene have been, Nugget's wild swinging appears to be kind of working. A significant amount of the black rock has now shattered off of the stone, and increasingly you can see more and more of this kind of light blue energy within. And indeed, it looks like you're breaking away most of the rock and getting to kind of light blue crystal inside of the rock. Anything else for you, Nugget?
Nothing else for me, Nugget.
Okay, Court, it is your turn.
Court is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then yeet some daggers at this.
Okay, go for it, please and thank you.
So the first thing I'm going to do is throw the deadly dagger of Donnie.
Yep. Okay, you hurl the deadly dagger of Donnie. You do a total of 20 points of damage. Excellent. And the dagger, I presume, embeds into the rock.
That's the idea.
Okay, splendid. The dagger is now embedded. I will give it a token. As per usual, you are responsible for managing the deadly dagger of Donnie. Okay, you swing about and let out a psychic blade. This does 9 points of psychic damage and 4 points of Donnie damage.
How,
I didn't know what to
how
call
are
it.
we doing on odds now? Have we broken the chain?
We did, yeah. The
Yeah, we
first
did
one
break
in
the
last
chain.
session, I think it was.
Yeah, I might have been a bit smug about it.
Yeah, you were.
Like, that's what you
I
get.
think you said that's what you get. Fuck you, or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Something like, who knows what the wording was? It's not important.
Let's not get bogged down with who said what to who.
Exactly. Anything else for Court?
That'll be my turn.
Okay then, Ragnar Stripey Fleece. Or Stippy Fleece, whatever your name is. It is your turn. You are in tiger form. You have got a 20-yard attack range thanks to magical claws.
I'm gonna run. It's about there, and then claw attack at the.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so a 20 does indeed hit. So we have, let's see, 14 points of slashing and 16 points of slashing from the second hit. Lovely jubbly. The rock is now definitely starting to kind of shatter and break away, but it's still there. It's still standing strong. Anything else for you, Ragnar?
No, that's it.
Okay then. Now it is Sir Leopold's turn. Now he's going to run over here between you two. He's going to kind of join in what's going on. He seems to be understanding what's happening as he swings about his hammer. So he hits both times, and that is a total of, let's see, that's 16 points of damage and 13 points of damage. Excellent. As he brings his hammer down, just kind of joining in with you guys, and you believe you hear him yelling something about, like, down, foul beast, as he attacks a rock. Okay, now it would be the Earth Ellie's turn. The Earth Ellie is dead, so, fuck up, go away. Why won't you go away? What are you doing? Oh. I think I also deleted the rock.
You did, because the rock was definitely ahead of Call in the turn.
Yep, give me a second. I'm just gonna okay, I just had to steal Andy's character sheet. So then we do that, and then we move it back up where it should be. Because everyone knows a rock has somehow beaten Sam in initiative. Alright then. On the 3, you may recall that the rock rolled a 3 earlier, or I rolled a 3 earlier. So as you are standing there, suddenly there's kind of an explosion of energy around you, and spawning again in kind of this weird blue phase appears a... Let me just pull out the right one. Come on, you prick. Ah. There we go. Appears to be what is indeed a fully grown basilisk. As it appears in front of you. Now, I know, you've got lots of experience with this, but unfortunately only in the cute and adorable and calling it salad cream variety. The beast is going to kind of shake itself off and immediately charge towards Ragnir, who's directly in front of it. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, Ragnir. I believe you get advantage of those because of rage?
Does it help that he has his back to it at all?
No. With that roll, no.
Never mind.
Wow, wow. You're meant to be good at these. Okay, so I gotta just sorry, I've not had a success on this before.
I know.
So
I don't know how this ends.
yeah, like oh wow, oh yeah, okay, all right then. So you are now petrified.
What do you mean, like really scared? Right?
No, I mean petrified.
Oh, that's bad.
You are magically turning to stone and petrified. And yeah, okay, right. So you are now considered restrained, and you have to repeat that saving throw at the end of your next turn. Okay, you're not quite petrified yet, but this is bad.
Oh no.
Okay, so basically, don't fail it the next time. The basilisk is now going to bite at you.
Is this can I do counterspell on this?
It's not a spell yet, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's just a creature being a creature. So does a 20 hit you, Ragnir?
It meets it.
So that means it does hit you?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, okay, right. Good. Jesus Christ, your AC. So you take 11 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison, so half to 5 piercing and 3 poison.
Do I have resistance to poison damage?
Oh, you do, don't you? So half it to 5 piercing and 1 poison. As the basilisk goes to bite you a second time, but unfortunately does miss with a 19. So somehow, despite being restrained and turning to fucking stone right now, the basilisk doesn't bite you the second time. Okay, now that is the basilisk. Now on the rock's turn, similarly, bursts of energy are going to come out of it, and instead of it being kind of wildly surging out, it instead is going to focus on the one who did the most damage to it. That is you, Cole.
Oh, good.
So now we'll do. So get the attack roll. Oh, fuck's sake. Does a 9 hit? You can just say no, it's fine. As the pieces of the crystal appear to break off and almost form into a kind of a lens, as a surge of energy fires off towards Cole, he kind of almost lazily just kind of moves his head slightly, and it fires right between his horns.
That's
just kind of
badass.
with a kind of smug smile, he kind of returns back to exactly where he was before. That is the big rock's turn, and now it is Cole's turn.
Oh, you're gonna regret that, boy.
It's a
He
rock.
says to the stone. I know.
Yeah, Cole is not an intelligent man, alright?
Yeah.
We'll go with a bit of. Let's go Divine Favor.
Okay, as a bonus action, your weapon will now deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage. Okay.
I have a tick box in there somewhere. There it is.
Yep.
Right. So then I'll hit him.
Alright then, you bring about the Death Knell Halberd and crash it down onto the rock. So that hits both times. So let's see, we have got 16 slashing damage and then 11 slashing damage, or slashing and radiant damage. Okay, anything else for you?
No, I'll save my spell slots for now.
Okay then, Jean, your turn. But before your turn, we roll the d20. It's a 1.
Remember the one.
Remember 1, folks. Good God, these rolls are so bad.
What?
I'm not complaining.
What
It's got
happens
a
on a 20?
a 6, a 3, and a 1. Okay, which controls what it's spawning, what it's doing, when it gets to do it in the turn order. And let's just say these are not good rolls for the rock. These are great rolls for you.
Basilisk's pretty good so far.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so is the elephant, but you know, oh well. Anyway, Gene, your turn. The rock somehow looks dejected with its failure.
I'm
Got a
going
sad
to use
face
my
drawn.
unsettling words on the rock.
Okay, then you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration and choose 1 creature you can see. The creature must subtract the number rolled from its next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn. Okay, sure, yeah. Roll the bardic inspiration dice.
D6. So it gets a -6 on its next save.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yep, all right.
Which will be a wisdom save because I do another inflict wounds, just shouting, "Fear me!"
All right then. As Gene fully embraces his lich aesthetic, and
What?
wait, is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, it's a wisdom. No, the inflict wounds isn't, but my form of dread is.
Oh, your form of dread. You're still trying to make the. You're still
Make
trying
the
to
rock fear me.
make the rock fee.
It's full of
Okay.
souls.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Sure.
I'm reasoning that it makes all the souls fear me.
What's the save it has to make for your fear?
It's a wisdom DC 15, but for
Oh
this,
my fucking god!
it'll have to
Rock.
be 21 essentially.
It gets a really good. It has a really good wisdom roll. The rock is now somehow afraid of you.
Yes.
You have made a rock afraid
I'm not expecting that's
of
going to have
you.
any gameplay implications. I just want
No, it does. It does have psychic damage effect on me, so you know.
I want to get a disadvantage on any attack it tries to make whilst I'm in sight of it.
Oh shit! Okay, that is actually quite good for
The
you.
frightened condition is awesome.
Indeed. All right. So that you do 18 points of damage with your inflict wounds, and you have rendered the rock afraid of you. Anything else for you, Gene?
No, that's it for me. That was a fast roll.
All right then. Boxer Cats, it is your turn. There is a basilisk next to you. There is a rock in front of you. There's a box of cats that is you.
What's this that's over here?
What's this? What's he pinging?
Is this like a pool of water?
That appears to be a pit going downwards. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You can see some water at the bottom. Well, you can't from where you are, but you know.
There is water at the bottom.
Yep.
Can you see your reflection in the bottom?
I mean, yeah, you certainly can't from where you are. But yeah.
Would it count as if I were to command the basilisk to have a look down the hole?
Oh.
You're trying to make the basilisk look at itself.
Yeah.
Now, does a basilisk speak your language? I'm going to say no.
What does
Because
it speak?
Doesn't speak any languages. Of course, salad cream speaks the
Doesn't have
language
to
of sausages,
Speak them
but
to understand them, does it?
it doesn't understand any language.
No language. What
It
about?
doesn't have any language skills, so I'm going to save you from wasting your cast on that and just say, yeah, basilisk doesn't understand you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay then.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna do what I always do, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's gonna run away.
5. Yeah. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on the basilisk.
The basilisk. Okay, the basilisk would get an attack of opportunity because of that movement.
What? It's got reach.
No, you moved here.
Came to here and then
Yeah, you went past it. So
Okay, I won't go there then. Hang on, where was I? I was here.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay, that's fine. I was just making sure your movement wasn't contingent on having to go next to the basilisk.
6. I'm keeping away from the
Yeah,
basilisk.
that seems fair. Okay, all right then. Give us the Eldritch Blasts.
Cool. Yes.
Okay, you ready up with an Eldritch Blast and fire it into the basilisk. It does indeed hit. It does 9 points of force damage, and that sends the basilisk reeling.
And my hex has moved to Basilisky.
Okay, so Lisky boy has now got the hex on him. So that's an extra 4 points of damage. Okay, with the hex damage, the basilisk does indeed disintegrate into nothingness.
Oh,
that's a shame. I wanted to make an attack of opportunity, but that's a shame.
You can attack the dust if you want.
I immediately
No, it's
forgot
fine.
to
I was going to.
Donny
try and-
dagger damage.
Yes, you did. Shame. Okay, anything else for you, Tom? You've still got an Eldritch Blast and a rock.
But you won't let me move the rock.
No, you can still attack it. You can try and move it if you want. It's just, I'm terrified of the idea of giving the Doctor of Physics the ability to move anything 10 feet at will.
That's the
DC
rules.
50.
That's the rules of the
I
universe.
just feel like of anybody I give that power to, the Physics Doctor is the guy who's somehow going to use it to shatter reality.
Yeah,
As much fun as that would
I
be.
think that would turn into a nuke somehow.
Yeah, honestly, if Richard was trying to do it, I'd probably let him. But for, no offense,
What?
Richard.
Because
Yep.
was I still in the last turn? I think I was.
I don't believe you were.
Oh,
Oh, no, you were, because you missed with both your Eldritch Blasts. Yeah, you were.
yeah, I think I was. So then I
Yeah.
can do my cat thing.
Cat thing. Yes, you can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it.
Because it's definitely going to work.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely will.
You don't have so little faith, Dom. It's going to work.
Because it's definitely going to
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
He
yeah.
wants to make
Yeah.
sure he can get all 3 of these boys.
I can't wait for the
your
rock to
choice
fall on half
was,
the party.
I would like
Yeah.
to move to make this much more devastating.
Well,
If it does work. If it
that-
doesn't work, whatever. If it does
that's-
work, murder, murder, murder.
that's the direction to push it off the cliff. And if people are in the way of that, then they should
They
get.
deserve their fate. Yeah.
Yeah, they should get with the times and start
Yeah.
pushing this
Standing in the way
fucking
of
rock.
progress.
Did that just not? Did that come up? Something? Yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
did.
it has come up, and a 15 does hit, to be clear.
Yes.
10 points of force damage, and the rock doesn't move. I'm really sorry, Tom.
What?
I know this is everything you've ever wanted in life, but you are unable to move the rock that is
How do we move the
part
rock?
of the geography.
How do we
Okay.
move the rock?
Moving on to Gruff's turn while you discuss this. I'm going to be right back, because Eleanor's back. So think about what you're going to do. Tom, think about what
Oh.
you've done.
I know. Can I banish the rock?
He's be right backing.
Where are you going to banish the rock to?
Another plane of
depends on what its
existence.
home plane is, I think.
Are you going to banish the rock?
To the Chinese dimension.
Are you going to banish the rock to Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
I don't think the rock's going to take that very well. Can you smell?
I do. I smell what the rock's cooking. Where did this rock come from?
We don't know.
We're already here.
I mean, in banishment, it says if something is native to the plane you're already on, it just gets shunted to a harmless demi plane for a bit.
Can you smell the rock? Is Dong, 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 dong. Hulk Hogan or The Rock?
I figured out a way. I figured out a way to push it off the cliff. What we need to do is occupy all of the nearest squares between here and the cliff. Then I banish it, and then it has to reappear on the other side of the cliff.
How are we going to occupy all the squares?
I don't know. Get thinking.
Cut ourselves into bits?
We need to occupy all the squares.
Just lay down on the floor with your arms stretched out.
It would take less time to just kill it.
We need to occupy all the squares
I'm going to...
so it reappears.
This gin. I feel weird. It feels wrong putting gin in my whiskey glass.
Do you have a gin glass?
I have a whiskey glass and I'm going to put gin in it. Feels weird putting gin in the whiskey.
Sacrilege.
Yeah. I have to have words with myself.
What could we do to occupy squares?
You could summon a lot of demons.
You could
That'll-
summon a lot of demons.
That'll take up a few squares.
That'll take up a few squares,
all
but
Balder.
we've got a lot of squares.
Right, let's try some James mustard gin. I've not tried it before. Does smell like. Smells like gin.
Oh, this is. If I had the other spell where you could summon tons of fucking animals, that's
All right.
what we want.
I'm back. I hope you've
Yes.
schemed plenty. I hope you know
So
exactly
many
what you're going to
schemes.
do. And Tom, I hope you think about what you've done.
So many schemes. Gene's just got something that he needs you to sign first.
Oh, yeah, splendid. I'll sign anything Gene gives me. All right. Gruff the Griffin, which is Sam.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Oh, this mustard gin's awful.
Yeah, I feel like that was.
That's weird. It needs to be
Gruff. Gonna float on over here, I think. That would do nicely.
Okay. I'll
It
move the
is.
goblin to come with.
Goblin-y passenger.
Your goblin. I would go with
Um,
prisoner, but yep, sure.
It's a relatively low AC, this rock, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and everybody's getting advantage on it because I'm generous.
It also has no,
Or
it also
foolish.
has no eyes, does it?
It does not have any eyes. You can go for the bits of the shiny rock, I guess.
Can I go for the sigil on the front of it?
Yeah, I mean that sigil is now kind of cracked quite heavily, and there's lots of the blue
Fuck it,
kind
I'll
of crystal
I'll
light.
just fucking tack it.
Yeah, I would just, yeah.
Fucking wreck it and fail epically.
I'll be honest with you. Literally 10 is what I've set its AC as. So,
Oh, would you get advantage because flanking?
and he gets advantage because of flanking and being generous, apparently. See,
I
now he
remembered.
rolls it. Now he remembers it. Okay, so Gruff flies around and does 15 points of damage plus an extra 6 points of Donny damage. Excellent. Anything else for Gruff?
No, that is his.
Okay, Nugget, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to do what I do every day.
Try to take over the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of those do indeed hit. So, thank you.
We're
Damn.
back points. We're on 7.
15, 11, 12, 4, 3, 4. These are obscene rolls. Okay, anything else for Nugget?
Nothing else for Nugget.
Nothing else for Nugget. Court, it is your turn.
I would like to yeet a psychic blade at it.
I don't know why I thought you said you were going to rage, to be honest with you. Okay,
Um,
you fling a psychic dagger at it for 22 points of damage and 1 point of Donny damage. You shit, go get fucked, fuck off. I don't know why I hate this dagger so much.
You can change the rules.
I can, and I came
Yeah.
up with it. But honestly, I like the idea that the dagger is doing the damage.
Oh, that's not
to
the roll.
me.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click on my Second psychic plague.
It's just Donnie not shutting up and driving me personally insane.
I know.
So you fling about the second psychic blade, and that does an extra 7 points of psychic damage. So this rock is now substantially damaged.
Nice.
There's barely anything left of the rock now. It seems to largely just be this kind of light blue crystal that is encased in black rock, but now the black rock is largely gone, and you're mostly just looking at a large crystal. Ragnir.
Before I finish,
Yep.
can I just move to here, please?
Okay, splendid. Ragnir, it is your turn.
I would like to recklessly fling my claws at it.
Okay, yep, go for it, please.
It has to be reckless because I have disadvantage because I'm restrained.
You do, yeah. So that makes it a straight roll. So those do both hit. It's pretty hard to miss this rock. I'll be completely honest with you guys. So that is 13 points of damage, and then 11 points of damage. Excellent. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please? Do you have advantage on these? I can't remember.
Oh, wait, no, that's against poison.
That's not the right one. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like one of these probably does give me advantage.
Yeah,
but
if
I
you could
can't-
find it, because it's quite an important threshold.
Doesn't he also get a +4 because of the aura?
Are you in the aura?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Yes.
shit, you're in the aura. You feel yourself start to physically turn to stone. It's only when you briefly glance at Call and somehow you get some kind of passing resonance from his just sheer self-confidence that you remember that you're not made of stone, you're a tiger, and are able to shake off. You are no longer being petrified and turned to stone.
Thank God, because I do not have advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, DC of 12. would
That
have
would-
would have turned you to stone with 2 failures. So,
Oh.
all right, I think
I
that's
was
it
already
for
standing in
Ragnir.
that aura the first time, but
Yeah, but you also
just
got
forgot.
double one.
I did. Yes, no, I did.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
aura
I do
did
that.
nothing, unless Cole suddenly grew a second personality. All
More than
right,
passing
so now it
probably
is.
be.
I mean,
Second
honestly,
personality
yeah.
that can roll initiative well.
Sorry, Cole developed split personality. The second personality is just as egotistic. All right then. So Leopold is going to attempt to smash his hammer directly down on the crystal. He does indeed hit and does 18 points of damage. Excellent work from Sir Leopold. And now it is the crystal's turn. Now the crystal is sensing everybody around it, everybody very close to it, and it is indeed going to pulse with another lightning burst. So I'm going to need everybody apart from Ragnir and Court to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Andy, you have advantage on it.
Everybody, my aura gets +4.
I don't need it.
Okay, so let's see what we're looking at here. Gene, you pass. Nugget, you definitely pass. Call, you pass. Salem, you fail. Can you roll for Gruff, please?
Oh, sorry. Dex, yeah.
No, not that's the wrong one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see how that helps you, Tom. Okay, Gruff passes. Oh, I have to roll for, what's this one? You can use this feature to add a d10 to your roll. Okay, go for it, yep.
Fuck!
Oh no.
You do.
Also, just to give the perspective of how fucking overpowered the psychic thing is, like his is for ability check or saving throw, and he gets it once for a short or long
Yeah.
rest, and I get like that for any ability check, and I get a ridiculous. I get 8 per short, per long rest that I can do that on, and I only expend it if it works.
Okay, as the crystal kind of surges with power and lets off lightning bolts in all directions, the vast majority of you are able to dodge out of the way, and only take kind of grazing blows from it. So for those of you who passed, you take. Sorry, I gotta do maths now. Give me a second. You take 18 points of lightning damage. Unfortunately for Tom, Sir Leopold, and the Goblin, they take 36 points of lightning damage. The Goblin is dead.
Oh no!
Oh,
What's her
well.
name?
You literally never asked her name.
Was it?
I
You never asked her name.
No, her name
really
is what's
wanted her to
her
live.
name is what's her name?
All right. So that is the Stone's turn. Now it is Call the Stonk's turn.
How much do we care about the goblin?
Break it down.
She is dead. You tied her to your griffin and then sent your griffin into battle.
Does she not have to do saving throws at least?
She did, and she. I mean, she was unconscious, and even if she'd have been fully conscious with advantage, she did not make the roll.
Oh.
Did you get 3 rolls or just 1?
Sorry?
The saves. Did you get 3 or just 1? I think it's 1.
She's not a Blair character,
Yeah,
so
not a
she
Blair
got
character, that's fair.
electrocuted and died. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I'm impressed you got this attached to a goblin that you just basically bullied.
I know, right?
Actually, it's very in character for you to get attached to a character that you've bullied.
She was endearing.
Indeed. All right then.
Don't want to have Revivify.
I
Leopold.
If you revivify this goblin when you didn't Elizabeth, I am gonna have to make you roll so many
Unfortunately, Leopold wouldn't put the 2 and 2 together.
I know Ed is persuasive, but he would have to be so persuasive.
Can
I
you
don't think we have
imagine?
anyone who can do that anyway.
Sam, what is it with you and 26? It is shockingly consistent that you get a
Yeah, I mean-
26 with your halberd. Anyway,
I mean, spellcasters are both warlocks, so that could be revivifying it.
yeah, that is true. Okay then, so you bring about the halberd, and that
Yeah,
does
I'm not that
11
kind of
points
paladin.
of damage. 11 points of damage, and then we've got your extra 8 points of damage, right?
Yeah, I don't think my power.
Yeah,
applies
your-
to the,
Yeah, your divine smite doesn't also get that. No, that would be obscene. All right, so the rock is severely damaged. It is essentially collapsing in front of you. It is barely still standing. And right before it's Jean's turn, it is a 1. So you watch as the rock desperately seems to be attempting to conjure something in front of you. It appears to just be kind of spewing off soul energy at random. And in front of you appears a completely stationary, but ghostly, Elizabeth.
No.
Ooh.
It appears to be the ghostly form of Elizabeth. Jean, it is your turn.
I guess I gotta do it one more time.
Don't say that.
Be gone, foul spirits! There we go. 3, so it.
Okay, you're attacking the rock, yeah?
The
Just
rock,
to-
yes.
Okay, just to double check on that.
God,
Okay, as you once
oh.
again try to exorcise the foul demon
the
from the
demon
rock.
from the rock.
So,
As far as
that is
Leopold knows.
17 points of radiant damage. As you kind of place your hands upon the rock, you pulse in with your necrotic energy. Suddenly, the crystal shatters, and the rock collapses in front of you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I drop my form of dread as immediately as.
Okay, I was going to say, like, you
Okay,
need to
cool.
try and immediately drop that. As you kind of shrink yourself back down to normal size, kind of trying to stay behind the rock as it
Yeah, yeah,
collapses. And indeed vanishes from in front of you. The crystal is shattered, and almost immediately you see ghostly forms come bursting out from where the crystal has been. These kind of half-formed spirits flying off in all directions. We will indeed drop combat, so
Yeah, sorry, I started moving.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So
Is the ghostly form still there?
the ghostly form of Elizabeth is still there. It barely appears. It doesn't really appear to still be kind of present, so to speak. It's not. You can't
Not
speak
c-
with it. You can't
it doesn't
interact
seem
with
like
it, but it is
conscious
definitely a ghostly form of Elizabeth.
Okay.
Can I attack it anyway?
You can if you want. I mean, you know.
Is Leopold looking at me, or is he goes back to me right now?
So Leopold will see the ghostly form of Elizabeth and immediately start running towards it. I'm going to give Ragnar a chance to reconsider his attacking, or he can just attack it.
Yeah, I won't.
Okay, you still
As-
can if you want.
Oh yeah, no, fuck it, I will.
Okay then. As you see the
Oh,
ghostly form
fuck.
of Elizabeth, Ragnar, you immediately claw at it with your strange spectral claw energy, which kind of slashes straight across the spirit form of Elizabeth, and you watch as she disintegrates almost immediately as Sir Leopold reaches her, and desperately he's clawing at the ghostly form and shouting, "No, no, no, please! No, not again! No! No!" As her ghostly form slowly starts to fade away, and he kind of hunches himself over, almost cradling this ghostly form as it slowly is dissipating away.
Nice. Like sand through his fingers.
Rubbing it in. I would like to pick up a nice big old chunk of this soul stone. If it's
Cole's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say
Okay.
nothing.
And so nothing, just some quiet sympathy. Okay, Jean, you can add a fragment of soulstone.
Alright, cool.
I think I need to go to bed. I am incredibly tired.
Okay, no, that is fair enough. I get
I
that
only got like
entirely.
4.5 hours sleep last night. So.
Jameson being loud.
No, he woke up at like 4:30, and then I was 3:30, and then I just didn't go back to sleep because I couldn't. So.
Fair enough. Well, we can wrap up here. We've just got a few last things to sort out, but
All right,
Paul can stand there stoically, or yeah, okay, all right, fair enough then. So Leopold is on his knees, kind of holding basically the sand where Elizabeth was. I'm leaving her icon there just for convenience. Jean has now collected fragments of a very powerful
Summoning stone.
summoning stone. No, it wasn't. Shut up.
I finally worked it out.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I will say purely because I want Court's icon to make sense. Court, you can grab a small fragment as well.
I've got a particularly large emerald.
Oh, you
Doing this
do,
emerald
don't
already.
you?
Yeah,
Yes, you do. Okay, carry on. That's fine.
yeah. That weighs 3 pounds, which is a significant amount of my weight of 25 pounds. That is a significant amount.
I'm 152. Wait, that's just my equipment. What am I in total?
Okay. All right. Before we wrap anything up, does anybody want to do anything with Sir Leopold hunched over everything, or this?
I would like to give him like a pat, like as much as I can. Be somewhat considerate to him.
I
Okay.
pat him on the shoulder and I lean in and I whisper in his ear, "No, there are ways you can bring up."
Oh, this is taking an angle. Okay. Well, I'm going to delete the icon.
But
So Leopold is going to turn and look at you, Jean, with this sudden, kind of unexpected, almost hunger in his eyes. There are ways.
there are always ways. Everything is a negotiation, even life and death. But it won't be easy, and it won't be clean, but doable. Absolutely.
So Leopold is going to stand up and look around amongst all of you,
And think about how much good she could do.
and he will shoulder his hammer and look at you all and say, "Doing good doesn't always feel good."
Yes.
And with that, we will end the session
Cole's
there.
gonna fist bump him.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. We will end the session there. Excellently handled, guys. Fucking
Dan, I'm
garbage rolls, my beloved Rock.
Right, am I right in thinking you were rolling the challenge rating, right?